Growth Engine Daily, I want to talk about potentially a controversial subject. This is not me calling you out, but the title of the article is The Stupidity of Now. And it's something that I see entrepreneurs cycle in and out of on a regular basis. And it's more of a check for you to sort of see where you're at, and as a reminder to sort of stick for the long game. Entrepreneurship for the long game. And, you know, a couple of examples of the stupidity of now. So you manage your finances on a sort of frugal basis as you start to sort of grow. You start to get established, and you know you're in that growth and survival mode, and you just sort of get past it. A bit of cash in the bank, you're using the overdraft less or not at all. So what do? You stop being frugal and you start spending money. And then when money gets tight, you have to cut back. That's like the stupidity of now. The stupidity of now is, hey, we've made it. We've got the money in the bank. We can do new cars, new offices, new furniture, new pay rises for everybody. Cheers all round. That type of thing. I see it so many times where, you know, I'm not saying that you wouldn't let your hair down a little bit and reward and, you know, the team or yourselves, or, you know, improve your delivery. But that's just one example in finance. You know, that could be the same in operations. You know, you have a strict customer service. You're really looking after your customers to start with as you start to grow. You know, you get on top of it, you scale out a little bit, that culture gets a little bit weaker, and the stupidity of now kicks in, where you no longer focus on your customers as much. You stop doing that. You know, that could be the same in people management, how you recruit. You know, you recruit tight for culture, and then you let your guard down. The stupidity of now comes in. We've achieved it, we've made it, we can afford to hire other people, cheaper labour or whatever it might be. And what does it do? The lack of service backbites you. You move that then into marketing. The stupidity of now kicks in. You hire an agency, maybe you get to a certain level, you stabilize your strategy, they put campaigns out there, it builds slowly, you drop a big client, a large client, and then you think, hey, I don't need marketing anymore. And guess what happens in 3 to 6 months when the seasons change or the market changes or a new competitor comes in? You know, you lose that competitive edge, and then, you know, you're back in the same grind, you're having to start again. So the stupidity of now kicks in. Sales, you know, you build a nice process, you're very structured going through, you get a few sales coming in, you start a shortcut. The stupidity of now comes in. Now we've made it, I don't need to run a sales process. And what happens? You lose control of the sale with the buyer's journey, and they go and buy elsewhere. That can happen in governance. You know, you're filing your VAT returns on time. You're keeping your insurances up to date. You know, you're looking after the social community aspects of governance. You know, all that's right. And then you get busy because the stupidity of now comes in, and ultimately you stop doing these things. So when I say it's about the long game, it's about doing the same things consistently and improving, whether that is by the trend, the regulation, the market, the customer demands. But do the basics right, and don't think that just because you've crossed a certain threshold that you can stop doing the basics. So if you're an entrepreneur suffering from the stupidity of now, then, you know, look at what made you successful, or look at what got you that big deal that you know in marketing, or the high ticket sales that you closed, or your good customer service reviews, and make sure you do that. So more of a little shout out today. Dial back down, go back to basics, and you know, just take a check with your team. And you know, when you do feel like you're crossing those thresholds, ask yourself a few questions. You know, do I need to keep doing the basics? Yes. What if I don't? Will it be back in the same place? And it's a lot harder to restart. So I'd love your feedback, whether you are suffering from the stupidity of now, with decisions that come back and bite you later on, or you have done it in the past. Leave me a comment below. We maybe have a chuckle and a giggle about it. I know I've done it several occasions, and you know, I still do it occasionally, and I have to keep reminding myself I am the stupidity of now. So I hope that's helped you sort of get a reality check. Just take a time out, have a look at what you're doing, and whether you should go back to basics. And ultimately, thanks for continuing your growth engine development. As always, go do the hustle, go make it happen, and we'll catch up with you in another Growth Engine Daily real soon.